Chris, how's it going? My name is Ashley. So this is the video that I was telling Marty about. In this video, I'm going to be going over citations, content, and backlinks with you. And basically, I'm going to show you how to beat out your competition online, how to get more traffic, and to start getting some more business to your company. I'm not trying to waste anyone's time, including my own, so I am going to try and keep this nice and short. But once you've finished watching this video and you want to reach out, you have questions, whatever reason, please do. I'd love to talk some more. And yeah, I'm going to start with your current site. I like how you have your phone number right up at the top. I would suggest having this be a click to call button, as well as having multiple click to call buttons across your website. They're good for conversions, as well as it just makes your website that much more user friendly, as well as a form submit. I suggest having it like somewhere over in here or somewhere through this area. They're also good for conversion rates, but when having a website, it's all about how user friendly it is, how easy it is to navigate, and being able to cater to different types of people who are going to be coming to your website. So what I mean by that is when somebody comes to your site, they don't want to have to dig and click just to see what services you offer, let alone if you even come to the area that they're in. So having that laid out right from the start without them even having to scroll is really important. Google's whole goal is to give their users the best experience, and they're going to give that to somebody who, one, has the most content, two, whose website is the most user friendly, and there's a lot of other stuff that goes in it, but it all goes hand in hand. I'm not really sure what's going on with your website right now. Like, I notice it's not full page. I notice these are kind of off to the side when usually they're all laid out across the top. I'm not really sure, like, the format of this is more so of a cell phone, and when you're on a cell phone rather than a computer, which is what I'm on right now. But the main red flag that I see is your site is not secure, which is a huge red flag in Google's eyes, as well as customers who are going to be coming to your website. Google does not rank websites very well because of this, as well as when somebody sees that, they think, oh my gosh, it's going to give me a virus, I better get off from it. So I definitely recommend, before you do anything else that I recommend, get your site secured. Now, if we look on your homepage, I'm looking at your content, which is all of this that I have highlighted. You do have some content, which is great. So what I would recommend for you is to go and get some more content. Google likes to see right around 1,500 words of keyword-rich content, so go get more content and fit in some keywords that you want to be found for. I see you have a keyword right here, but have more buyer intent keywords, such as plumber in Boise, Idaho, or, drain cleaning, something like that. Whatever you want somebody to type in Google and your name to show up for. But now if we come to this area, these guys from the organic section are one of your competitors. And I'm going to show you how to beat out these guys. But if we look at their website, it's a little bit more up to date, a little bit more evolved to where I picture websites to be nowadays. I also believe websites should reflect the type of work that you do and the type of work that you have to offer. And these guys are doing a pretty good job of it right now. They're not, doing everything perfect, but, they do have a nice layout. They have all of their services listed, the phone number, click to call. But the thing that they do have on their homepage is all of this content. All of this content Google loves. More content the better, because Google can only read, and in Google's eyes, content is king because of that. So the thing is, yes, these guys have a lot of content, but they're not considered an authority yet because they're not at that word marking that Google likes to see. So that's good for you, because that means if you go and get that content for yourself and, again, fit in some keywords throughout that content, you'd already be beating these guys out as far as content goes. Now, if we come back here, I'm just going to break down Google for you a little bit. The first thing we see is the Google Guaranteed Ads. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but I'm a personal fan of these. Basically, Google will guarantee the job up to a certain percentage, and that's in terms of money. Now, the conversion rate for these are also high, so that's good for you because you only get charged for calls. Now, as I'm sure you're well aware, most of the time when somebody's calling you, they're more prone to actually making a purchase rather than filling out a form submit where they just might want to know more information. Now moving on down to this section here, this is the GMB, Google My Business, and getting in here requires having citations. There's some other, stuff that requires going into it, like reviews and stuff like that, but I would recommend for citations. And a citation's your business's name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, stuff like that. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is I would go and find out all the different citations that these guys have themselves, I would go and find out all the different citations that these guys have. I'd go get them for myself as well as like 300 more. Whatever your competitors had to do, you're going to have to do the same exact thing and then some, because we want to get above them, right? So definitely go list yourself in more directories than these guys have themselves listed in. Now, moving on down to this last section of Google, this is the organic section, and this area directly deals with your website. Now, getting in this area requires having relevant backlinks. Now, keep in mind I just said relevant because not all backlinks are created equal, just like citations, not all citations are created equal. If you have a, not relevant, spammy, weak backlink pointing at you, it can honestly hurt you. Now, to get you in this area, we need to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. Now, here you are, and this is the third page, and I'm going to show you what type of traffic you are currently getting being on the third page of Google rather than these guys who are on the first page and what type of traffic they're getting. So to get you here, we need to beat out your competition in every aspect possible. So we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now, you have 156 backlinks, but you only have a 0.8 ranking for them. You only have 8 do follow links, which are like the ones that actually matter. But even out of those backlinks, it tells me that they're not relevant, they're spammy, they're weak, or all of the above, because this should be more like a 13, and 13 is a golden ratio, but 13 and like even a 10 would be better than what it's at now, especially with the amount of backlinks that you have. You don't need 1,000 backlinks to have a 13 and a 13. You could have 10 backlinks and still have a 13 and a 13. You know what I mean? You just have to have high traffic, powerful, relevant backlinks. So if we look at how much traffic you're getting to your site, you're getting 26 people and you're currently being found for 34 organic keywords. Now, if we look at the organic keywords you are being found for, you're getting your most traffic off from your own name, which word of mouth traffic, don't get me wrong, it's great, but we want to target the people who don't know about McDaniel plumbing, who are new to the area, who've worked with one of your competitors and they're looking for a new company to work with for whatever reason. So we want to get you new business. Now, look, you have some good keywords, but you're not getting any traffic from them because look at the positions that you're in for those keywords. Now, as you can see, it's not as simple as just having these keywords in your content. We need to go and add power to each and every one of these keywords in order to get you ranked and get you traffic from those specific keywords. Now, if we look at one of your competitors, that competitor I just showed you, we look at their stats, a little bit better, but as far as the ranking, nothing that we can't beat out, and that's not beatable. But look at the traffic that they're getting. So look, if these backlinks are strong enough to get them in the spot that they're in, then they're strong enough to get you there too, right? So I'd go and I'd get them pointing back at you. Now, once we beat them in content and backlinks, you take this spot in Google that they're currently in, and you start seeing that traffic that they're currently getting, which you can read they're getting over 680 people to their site per month. That's a per month number. That's a lot of traffic and a lot of potential business that you're missing out on from not showing up first in Google. And I really hope you can see how valuable it can be showing up first in Google. Now, that's not to say each and every one of those turned into a paying customer, but let's say even 30 of them did. That's 30 new clients per month. You do the math, And then as far as the organic keywords that they're being found for, they're getting their most traffic off from plumbers, Boise. Now, 600 people are going in the Google search bar and typing that in, and 162 of them are directly going to their site. That is a lot of traffic you're missing out on from one keyword alone, not to mention one competitor. Let's say you were to land 20 out of those, and let's say, I'm just throwing a random number out there, $1,000 per job you get. That's $20,000 off one keyword and one keyword alone. Again, in one competitor alone. You see the type of traffic you're missing out on being, these guys being on the first page rather than you being on the third page. And just to show you a plumber site that we recently have built, a phone number right up at the top, form submit, locations that he serves, all the services he has to offer, has all the content in order to, rank in Google, all the keywords to strategically place throughout the content in order to show up in Google. All the meta tags, meta descriptions, and pictures are saved correctly. We're not only a website design company, we're also an SEO company. So when we're building your website, we're doing it with SEO in mind. Our websites are built to be user-friendly, to reflect you and your work and your beliefs, easy to navigate, and they're built to rank, and they're built to bring you business. I have the means, the tools, and the knowledge to get you in these spots that you deserve to be in. It just takes you wanting to take your business to that next level in order to get you there. Look, these are your competitors for this specific keyword search, but if I were to type in any other services that you offer in any other area, or even the same area, you could have completely different competitors. So we need to beat out your competition all across Google, get you on this first page for all the keywords that you want to be found for, and the more times that you show up on this first page for all the keywords that you want to be found for, the better. You have the potential to have more traffic come to your site, which more traffic, more business, more money. So a lot of people to be helped, a lot of business to be made. It's just not going to happen being on the third page of Google. Again, you see the type of traffic you're getting. Let's get you on the first page. Look at that traffic. Let's talk some more. Reach out once you've watched this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye, Chris.